bringing us to the start of the show already. Where words fail, music takes over. We understand this too well, and that's exactly why we have days like this, where music from around the world is how we communicate with you, our viewers.
Yes, Tuesdays are also about fun movie conversations and back-to-back entertainment all the way till 2 p.m. Thanks for coming on board, guys. My name is Amanda Dara, and today you can call me Amanda Dara.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. I was going to say, you said we were going to call you Amanda Dara.
Yeah, maybe this week.
So
maybe OJ is right.
It's been very interesting. So sometimes she comes and says her name is M.E.T.
Yeah.
Sometimes she comes and says it's a princess
you
something, like me, or Lady Danbury,
I've not done that one yet. But that's an interesting angle.
Or Daphne,
Lady Amy,
or Whistle Down, or something like, yeah.
Okay, guys, my name remains Ariyiike, and I'm the one with the dimples. Thank you for joining us.
It's so obvious. It's so obvious.
I'm happy to hear that again. The one with the dimples. You don't do it anymore.
Okay, I am the one with the gap right here. Okay, it's your girl right here. It's your home girl. It's your girlfriend next door. It's your hostess with the missus. It's a jewel in the crown. My name is Honeypot. Yes. And so, we'll start off with the entertainment news and celebrity birthday shout-out. Then we'll take a look at Rewind. Where are they now? And Treatville, brought to you by Amanda Dara.
Yes, and then later we'll trade off and take the news recap. Then on Daily Top 5, we'll be taking a look at 5 actors who underwent extreme preparations for their movie roles. Nice.
All right, guys, then we'll tell you all about the movies and TV shows we recently watched or are currently watching. And finally, we'll wrap things up with the movies at the movies.
Okay, guys, we'll begin after this set of videos. So, stay tuned.
Right there, and Papa Gile with Options. Welcome back to the show. Yes, Ariyiike will be joining us much later on the show. But for now, it is now time for the entertainment news. Now, let's just get right into it. Iyabojo advises women seeking marriage guidance. Nollywood actress and TikTok star Iyabojo has come out to address women who send direct messages to her on social media seeking advice on how to leave their abusive marriages or relationships. She did this during an Instagram live session where she specified that she is not in the position to advise anyone on how to leave a bad marriage or an abusive marriage, and that the person involved has to take the decision when they are fed up. You know what? Take a look at this.
Who made the decision to go into that relationship? Now, if that relationship is not working for you, I don't know why you are still in that relationship. And I don't know why you need me to tell you to get out. I don't know whether you need for you to go about and say, oh, Yabo told me to get out. No! I don't have to tell you. So if I tell you to stay and die there, you will stay. If I say, okay, stay there, die there, will you remain in that relationship and die there? So stop coming to my DM to ask me, what do I need to do? Where do I need to go? Go anywhere. Get out of that relationship. If that person who is hurting you so much should sleep and not wake up anymore, won't you move on? If you go out and then before you come, that house burns down and you're homeless, won't you move on? That's how you think.
She further advised women to put themselves first and take risks because they can only give out love when they are emotionally and mentally stable. Now, just so you know, she was once married to a Lagos-based movie marketer and they have 2 children together.
She's absolutely...
She sounds like you. Don't ask me for advice, so...
No, she's absolutely right. But the thing is that there is this part that I just don't agree with slightly. That is, I agree with everything. I agree with everything she said. Yeah? What I just do not like is, you know, yeah, I can be like that. I can be like, can't you see? Can't you? I mean, why are you still there? But I think that we shouldn't be too hard. Well, sometimes we need to be hard on people. I think sometimes there are people, I think because of temperaments, because, you know, sometimes you're seeing those people, you're seeing yourself in those shoes, and you're like, if it's me, I can't do this. So the reason she was saying that, can't you get out of that relationship? What are you waiting for? You're waiting for me to tell you and all that and all that. So, because there are people who just still need that push,
I'm surprised to hear this from you because you're always like, do you know, relationship is not my forte kind of thing.
I know.
Because at the same time, I understand what you're saying. I mean, some people need that push. Some people need to be encouraged. But at the end of the day, you see people who were in abusive relationships and you get yourself involved. You become the third party. You're there campaigning. You're doing GoFundMe page. And then the next thing, the woman is back with the husband. And you're looking like the enemy.
So you would have done your part. You would have done your part because what if she died?
True.
So you would have done your part. So it's not left to them if they want to. If she wants to go back to her husband and start telling her husband that you advised her to leave and all that, it's not left to her. If she dies, she dies. You would have done your part.
Well, I mean, I just feel like domestic violence is something that we keep talking about. We keep advising that if you are in an abusive situation, try your best to get out of it because your life is more important than any type of relationship or any marriage. However, I think people have left those days where they actively get involved, like put yourself, sit down, do sitting room discussions. So you have to learn how to love yourself.
That's right.
You have to learn how to actually cherish yourself, your life, your body, and know that, okay, this is toxic and I have to go. Find yourself.
And as she said, if you don't have love, you can't give love. You can't give what you don't have.
True.
And that's just the truth.
Oh.
Okay. Wow. That was a mouthful. Now let's move on to the next story. And Kim Kardashian celebrates reaching 200 million Instagram followers. You heard? American reality star and socialite Kim Kardashian West has now joined the likes of soccer player Cristiano Ronaldo and the wrestler turned actor Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson to achieve the milestone of having more than 200 million followers on Instagram. An excited Kim took to her Instagram page to put up several of her pictures on a slide with the caption 200 mil. Thank you so much for the love. Just so you know, football star Cristiano Ronaldo was the first person to ever hit 200 million followers on Instagram. Right now, he has more than 255 million followers, while Dwayne Johnson has more than 212 million followers. The official Instagram page itself has the highest number of followers with more than 384 million followers. Wow, bravo. I mean, it's not time we talk about this.
Oh, wow. That is a lot of context when you know that the owner of the platform has 384 million followers and you as one individual, you are taking almost half of that. Yeah. That's about half of that. And you have that to yourself. That is crazy. That's a crazy level of fame. That's I'm known across the globe. Wow.
And if somebody is wondering, because I know that somebody might just be wondering, like, okay, so followers, so what should I do with that news? In case you don't know, these days people actually make money from that. People earn livings from that. I tell you what, some people don't even go out to work. All they do is they just create content in the house and they are cashing out. Yeah.
So, yeah, congratulations to her. I'm actually looking forward to more things from Kim Kardashian this year. I mean, in the light of the alleged breakup with Kanye West. So maybe we're going to get maybe a clothing line, a fashion line, a perfume line or something.
She has so many lines.
Yeah, but we want
so many lines. I mean, that reminds me of what Wendy Williams said about Mariah Carey and was like, you know what, Mariah, you're that person that should not be coming out every time. Like, you're such an icon. We shouldn't be seeing you. We should be seeing you once in a while. Just do your music.
Like, don't let anybody deceive you.
No. I mean, a lot of people agreed with her because she was talking about Mariah trying to have a clothing line, trying to have a perfume, like being relevant, staying in there. And she was like, you know what? You are a superstar. Like, you are that person that should be preserved.
I like this angle you're coming at it from because, I mean, even in Nigeria here, we have the likes of Genevieve that we always talk about and say, oh, she's away from the limelight. She's so classy. You know, she's so exclusive.
So I think it's in that light.
There is another light where you say, okay, these people are actually earning money from being in our faces. So I think that should be a new strategy.
Well, maybe she doesn't even need it, even when she comes out, but she just wants to try, like, but she's just reminding her that, Mariah Carey, you are a superstar. Don't worry. I mean, don't worry about
it. Okay, we'll leave it there. All right, it is now time for Celebrity Birthday Shout-Out. Yes, in alphabetical order, we have Dolly Parton, who is 75 today. She is an American American musician, songwriter, actress, author, and humanitarian, known primarily for her work in country music. She has composed over 3,000 songs, including I Will Always Love You, Jolene, 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 and codes of many covers, amongst many others. I actually watched this Jolene video about 2 days ago. It has about 60 million views, and I saw this comment. Someone was like, and she's still with her husband in 2020. I'm like, hey.
So Dolly Parton is somebody I really love.
Really?
Yes, I love her voice. I love that she does country. I love the fact that, you know, all these songs actually come with a storyline, like Coat of Many Colors when they did not have anything, and how her mother made the beautiful, you know, clothes for her, coat for her, and at the end of the day, you know, it's just so wonderful like that.
An icon.
And she is 75. That is not a small feat at all.
I'm here calling her Dolly Parton. Hey. All right, moving on, we have Sean Wyans, who is 50 today. He is an American actor, comedian, writer, producer, and DJ. Along with his brother Marlon Wyans, he wrote and starred in the sitcom The Wyans Brothers and in the comedy films Scary Movie, Scary Movie 2, White Chicks, and others.
He's from a talented family.
You can say that again.
Happy birthday.
And he is a very talented actor. Very funny, too. Watched him in Scary Movie 1, 2, White Chicks. He just kills it every single time. And, of course, we didn't forget about you. Happy birthday to you if you're celebrating today. We're wishing you everything good. We're wishing you blessings. Personally, I'm wishing you good health. It's very, very important in these times.
Yes.
I'm wishing you protection for your family. And, of course, you know how I do it now. A kiss from me to you. Mwah! Happy birthday! Yes, we'll be back after today's history lesson. Here is Rewind.
Watch this. Let's Rewind. On this day in 1985, Born in the USA, a single by Bruce Springsteen peaks at number 9. And in 1997, at the 54th Golden Globes, The English Patient, Geoffrey Rush and Brenda Blethyn win. Finally, in 2001, cult film Donnie Darko, written and directed by Richard Kelly, starring Jake Gyllenhaal, premieres at the Sundance Film Festival. And that's it on Rewind. Watch this.
My dear, I want you here.
Our brother, Jidena.
Yes, Jidena, come and toast me. Call me Bambi. I'll take the name. Take it gladly. Amanda Dara, a.k.a. Bambi.
So it is not enough that you have these looks. You still want Jidena so that it will continue.
Don't you think of it? Jidena and Amanda Dara, guess won't you want to come to that wedding? Oh, what are you talking about? Yeah.
Wow, somebody likes Jidena.
Oh, yeah.
All right. I think you should pass this on. In that
you can pass it on.
And maybe we can be talking about wedding this year.
You're rushing.
Wow.
Wedding already.
Some people, immediately they mix, they already know what they are doing. And then we'll choose Ashrabi. What's your best color?
Purple.
Okay, so we'll ask Jidena. I think Jidena, because the classic man. Yeah,
so he's going to do like soft tones, whites, blacks, grays.
Interesting.
Anything you want, baby.
What will be the color of Ashrabi? Because I'm in charge. I love
color.
Bambi color.
Brown with spots.
Wow! They just created that! The way we have burnt brown and cockroach brown. All right. It's time for Where Are They Now? Which actor are we talking about today? Check this out.
It's Where Are They Now? Charles Okafor. Charles Okafor is one great actor who can interpret any role given to him. This Nollywood actor, producer, director, television personality, and entrepreneur came into Nollywood in 1993. The same year, he graduated with a degree in theatre arts and acted in his first movie, Domitila. He rose to fame in 1999 after starring in the movie End of the Weekend. For someone who resigned his job to pursue acting, we have not seen him in movies for a while. In a recent interview, Charles, who has acted in over 300 movies, revealed that he stopped acting because he found Christ. He said, "I've been lying low for a while because I diverted into advocacy and human angle films as a consequence of my newfound faith. I'm still a career actor and a filmmaker, but I am mindful of the scripts I do. Now you know where they are now.
Alright guys, welcome back to the show. It is now time for Tweetville.
That's right.
Are you ready for your dose of laughter, humor, and savagery on social media?
I'm ready in this corner.
Alright, let's do this. Meanwhile, I love your hair.
Thank you so much.
Gonna keep telling you all day.
And I love your dress, the petal dress.
Thank you. Do you like my belt?
Of course.
Thank you.
Of course.
Alright, let's just get right into it. Black Man Jr. says, my child must not resemble one grandma or one auntie I don't know. Yoruba mother Sabi use that thing deceive men. I beg, DNA. They won't need grandma Akure.
Now I understand. Now I'm going to translate this to anybody who does not even understand. So you know how your parents are dark, and then the child is just fair in complexion, and then you're wondering that
who is this child
Is
resembling?
the great grandma or one ancestor or something
that you don't know?
So then I'll say DNA straight. So all this grandma Akure that is she's fair like grandma Akure or she's please I don't want it.
Something fishy going
and
down.
Do DNA.
So you want to know, which one is grandma, auntie? Please, DNA.
I know.
But what is wrong with you men? To trust. All right, Wanjiku is saying, why do people slap the remote when it's not working? That's a very solid question. And someone replied as Larry says, the real question is, why does it start to work when it's slapped?
When it slaps.
Because it just sometimes, it needs, I think it's called a reset.
So batteries actually, they are weak. But, you can just turn a bit and then you know that it will work. And then you're just managing till one day the remote will not work again.
So the thing is that it's an African thing.
It's an African thing.
I've not seen any foreign film that they say, oh my gosh, the TV remote is not working. Let's bang it 3 times. No, it doesn't. It's just like, let's change the battery. But in Nigeria, hit it.
It's
hit it back.
Now managing.
So if you're the kind of person that toothpaste finish, you cut them.
You see?
You're all on the same table.
On the same table, actually.
Why does it work?
Because it shifted. What's faith? I've told you. You just turn it until one day that it will not work again.
Oh my goodness, screaming. JPO is saying this is one of the strongest relationships ever. Everybody can relate.
I know. And guess what?
The sticker does not remove.
I don't know how they actually came about this. I mean, because I'm sure other people must have tried this. And this is what I call when you have a good recipe. You have a good recipe for your products. This is what this... It's a good relationship, I tell
And
you.
it always reaches like you... I think Imperial Leather Soap is one of the soaps that actually finish. Yeah.
Because the thing would just be there.
Honestly, relationships should be like this. All right, the Spawn is saying, something fell in Ondo. Ali is saying, it wasn't placed accurately. Accurately.
Wow. I love the play with words.
Love it.
It wasn't placed accurately.
Wow.
Accurately.
Because accurate is in Indo. Wow. Leave us alone. Leave us. Oh, wow. Okay, moving on to more tweets. Chimelo is saying, if someone knows a way of making money, he wouldn't spend his time trying to tell the world how to make money. He's definitely going to be spending most of his time making money. Unless you are his way of making money. Think about it. Think about it. Because you meet all these people, how to make 700K in 2 months. Sebi, you know how to do it. I saw somebody's response one day. Let me give you, Sebi's 100K to sign up. I will give you the 100K.
Just go and invest
make the money
and bring it back to me.
That's it, because you know how to do it.
So I was at the filling station one day, and one of those people who sell books. So you know me, I love books, and so they just read that. And I saw how to. I looked at the person. You won't be selling this if you have the secrets in that book, and that's I mean, you will not bring it to me and be selling to me.
So
look at your own life,
and
then you're saying, I mean,
you are the cash cow. Oh, we have Popo again. Hey. All right, so if you like me, you better talk now, because I'm hearing that they want to marry me. Because now I'm telling you people that Jidena, you know, I'm saying my own now. If they marry me, don't say that I did not mention it. So
I am on this table, though. If you like me, you better talk now.
Open your mouth. Wow. Speak your feelings.
I am hearing they want to marry
Signify, okay?
I will soon be off market, so somebody is raising that door, and that person is a joker because I know the person's girlfriend, though.
Oh my goodness. Oh wow, let's just move on to one tweet. Tunde TNT saying, I have been hearing that I look like the Duke. Are they deceiving me?
What Duke of where?
So if you've watched Bridgerton, you will know that this is Duke Hastings, I believe.
Yes.
And that to your right is Tunde. And he's saying, does he look like wow. African God now replied and said, it's Duduke you look like. Because
it's not Duke. It's not only Duke.
How dare you? You think it's my black suits? Huh?
This Duke is white special to me. In fact, is this Duke as she is shouting Jide night, is this Duke for me? Only that this Duke already. So I'm like, is this not stress?
Oh, you need to see his Instagram page. Oh. What? All right, I deviate. Let's just move on. Okay, finally, I don't sabi toast guy. Here it goes. Hey, handsome, does your mother sell okra? Because you draw my attention. So, you guys out there, you have to talk about this because I'm not sure this is a very...
this is so watery.
It's, yes.
This is bland. This does not hold water at all.
You and the guy that says, hello, did you fall down from the sky? Because you look like an angel. Both of you. And the same WhatsApp group is dead. Right. Change it. Change it.
You draw attention.
Oh, that's all I have on tweet view.
Like, not so watching.
Very, very watching. Change it.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much, Amanda. Thank you. Thank you. And that's it on today's tweet view. That's it on the first half of the show. See you at 1. When you think of Tuesday, then you can think of world music.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. That's about right.
All right, well, welcome back to the second half of the show, and it's time for someone to rant.
Yeah,
who is this person today?
It's actually me today. But before I rant, earlier on we said that Ariyiike will be joining us much later, but she had an emergency which she had to run off to kind of solve. So it's just me, Honeypot and I, till 2 p.m. today.
We've got you covered.
Yes, we have you covered indeed. So what do I want to rant about? Honeypot. What do you think? Should I mention someone's name or I should just keep it private? I want to talk about someone in the industry.
So it depends because you know that I love confrontations.
You know what? I'm just going to say...
And you know what? I promise you, if this fight is your fight, I am going to put my two legs in it.
It's not my fight. It's not my fight.
Okay,
you know,
so
let me just avoid using the person's name. But this very popular media personality, a female, I was in a place. I couldn't even cast the people I was talking with, and her name came up, right?
Okay.
And then there goes the usual stereotypes. Now, this is what I'm ranting about. Stereotypes about women in the media industry. Oh, I can never marry someone like her. Oh, blah, 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 blah. I mean, I wouldn't mind to bed her, but if it's in case of, like, marrying her, she's not a marriageable type. And I was like, what is the meaning of that? Why would you just conclude that because somebody is very fashionable, because she has a good shape, because she dresses well, yes, maybe she's controversial here and there, maybe she has said a bit about money and how she likes it, but we all kind of like money, so there was me defending her, you know, defending her honor, if I might say that, because talking from somebody who is in the media industry, that you just look at someone and feel, oh, she's glammed up, she's wearing wigs, she's wearing bow straights, all of a sudden she must be this kind of person. I don't think I can date someone like that. And you actually just classify these people, and it happens to industry men as well, because industry men are known to be flirts, to be scum as well, but it's not all. I just don't like the generalization. So that's what I want to rant about. So if you want to say something, don't be generic. It's like saying all medical doctors have bad handwriting. You'll be surprised that some of them, but a lot of them have bad handwriting. But yeah, some of them do have nice handwriting. You know, so don't like stereotype. Don't be stereotypical. Don't put people in boxes. That's what I want to rant about today. Yeah.
Okay, interesting stuff. It is so valid, but the thing is that in this world that we are in, I don't think that there is anything that's going to change that. Like, yes, we can only try. You can always tell people, maybe one person would change per time, and then you know, the person will be like, the next time they want to do it, they're like, oh, Amanda talked about it. But the thing is that this thing, I think it is just complex. That makes you think you don't even know that person, and then you just start talking about the person. Oh, this person, I can't. Did she say she wants to marry you? Who are you in the scheme of things? Like, really?
Love it.
No, you don't guess, like, oh, she does not want, she cannot even marry you, so stay there and be talking the nonsense that you're talking, because I don't understand.
I like a person that is private, so that nobody knows something. You don't know whether that private person, and this is not also me saying that private people or people who mind their business are not good people. I'm just saying don't judge people by their outward appearance. It's not nice. It's 2021.
That is why people go to church to marry.
Ah, that one. That one's another rant. Another rant for another day. You want to go to church. Let's just move on on that note.
All right. Okay, and of course we started this particular one.
Yes, we told you that Yabo Ojo advises women seeking marriage guidance.
Kim Kardashian celebrates reaching 200 million Instagram followers.
Whoop, whoop. Yes, that's all we can take on the entertainment news recap. Daily Top 5 is next, guys. See you soon.
Oh, thank you so much for staying here with us. Like, you want to know what goes on behind the cameras? No, never. All right, well, that's why it's called a TV show.
I know, right?
Okay, but then we're all natural here.
Yes,
celebrities are no strangers to changing their looks for a role, and in some cases, they get pretty extreme, from 500 calorie a day diets to a lot of junk food. These actors are willing to do what it takes to change their bodies in preparation for a new film. From weight loss to weight gain, let's take a look at 5 actors who underwent extreme preparation for a role. This is Daily Top 5.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, watch me.
So we start with 50 Cent. For All Things Fall Apart. The actor-rapper lost more than 20 kg for his role in this film. Many know him for his music, but his dedication to his performance in All Things Fall Apart really shocked viewers. He played a cancer patient in the film, and he dropped all those kgs in just 9 weeks using a liquid diet and running for 3 hours per day on a treadmill.
What?
Wow. Wow.
I mean, he actually shocked all of us. I remember when, I think the picture first came out before the movie, and everybody was so scared, like, what is going on with 50 Cent? That is a lot of dedication right there.
That's
3 hours, liquid diet, so it's like you're hungry.
Yes, but you can't.
You're thinking to yourself, why am I doing this for film? Love it, love it, love that kind of dedication right there. And he actually portrayed that role very well. You know how sometimes you think it's not just about your acting skills, but the way you look like also helps the role.
Of course.
Yes, so.
Of course, and I think that is one thing Nigerian actors too should learn. I'm just saying, you know, because you want to really portray, you want it to be real, you want people to, and it's almost like he's put himself in that position, like he's already ill, already.
I'm not even sure if it's an acting thing to add to what you're saying. I just think it's Nollywood in general, because as you said, 9 weeks just to lose weight. That's already, what, 2 months down the line. So it's like having a longer preparation time for your films. Not that you just come next week, we're shooting, upper week is already out in the cinemas. So taking that time and the extra budget, you get there by God's grace.
Loudly.
All right. The second person on the list is Matthew McConaughey for Dallas Buyers Club. His portrayal of Ron Woodruff, a man with HIV/AIDS, was spot on, earning him the title of the Best Actor at the Oscars. As you can imagine, the role required a serious physical transformation. According to the actor, he lost about 17 kg for this role. During filming, he said he lost a lot of energy from eating so little, and while he did cardio to help with the weight loss, he said it was 90% what he was eating and portion sizes that helped his weight loss. So I was so
much
curious
for the craft.
I was
so
curious about
man.
this. I had to actually research what he actually was eating, because it said it was diet. I'm like, tell us the way. So he was actually drinking a lot of wine, eating a lot of fish, vegetables, and tapioca. I'm like, that's the cue. Tapioca, vegetable, wine, fish, and egg whites.
And then you're not going to see Nigerians. They will say tapioca.
You're
they're not going to put milk, full cream.
New
and then they will not say, I am dieting, I am doing,
But why did you just have to drag me? Because I was thinking of tapioca and full cream.
Because I knew. When, especially when you said tapioca, I knew what you were thinking. So I just thought to help you.
So no sugar,
so that you would know what you're doing.
I'm not doing again.
All right, now let's move to the third person, and that is Jared Leto. For Chapter 27, this actor is known for his extreme tactics for getting into his roles. And such was the case of the film Chapter 27. In this film, Jared Leto gained about 30 kg to play Mark Chapman, the man who assassinated singer John Lennon of the Beatles. Reports say he achieved his weight loss by drinking microwaved tubs of ice cream mixed with olive oil and soy sauce.
What?
The quick weight gain came with a price, though. The actor ended up developing gout, which forced him into a wheelchair for a period of time. I mean,
wow.
This is life-threatening.
This is actually life-threatening. I hope they paid him well, because drinking microwaved ice cream with soy sauce.
Yes.
What? What? You know, so for weight loss, it's very different for weight loss, because it's hard for you to, if you're actually meeting people, for instance, who are dealing with serious conditions like HIV and AIDS, cancer, it's very hard for them to act because they don't have the energy to. So employing an actor, making them lose the weight is more, it makes more logical sense than saying, you know what, you're an actor, I want you to add weight, because there are a lot of people who have this kind of weight and they're healthy. So that means, that just tells you how good of an actor he is. That you say, you know what, it's you I want, and I want you to add weight for this role. That is amazing stuff right there. Wow.
That makes me just remember Chadwick Boseman when he was already ill, and people were saying different things, like, you know, and because they know, of course, in that climate that you can always just lose weight to act a particular, you know.
And he killed it 12 days later and passed. Oh, wow. All right, the fourth person on our list is Charlize Theron for Tully. This actress is also no stranger to gaining and losing weight for movie roles. Reports say that she gained about 20 kg for her role as Marlo in Tully. According to her, for the first time in her life, she was eating so much processed foods and she drank way too much sugar. She said, I remember having to set my alarm in the middle of the night in order to just maintain the weight. She also said she would often wake up in the middle of the night and eat cold macaroni and cheese to keep the weight on. Yeah, it's quite unusual to see Charlize Theron in this kind of role. We always see her, she's super slim, super fit. I just watched her in the old, I think it's called The Old Guard. That's 2022. So this movie is 2018. So between then, she's just adding, losing. These people, you guys are cheats, but fantastic actress.
But that's a lot of work.
It is.
That's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work.
It's not easy. I mean, I had to say along because... Okay, let's talk about Jamie Foxx. For Ray, the actor-singer lost about 13 kg by fasting for a full week and then doing daily workouts and adhering to a strict diet. Besides his weight loss, he committed to the role in other ways. He learned to play all the piano parts in the film. Also, during filming, the actor agreed to wear prosthetic eyelids over the eyes to mimic Ray Charles' blindness. Sometimes, crew members would leave him on set forgetting that he couldn't see. You know, I mean, it looks like it's all paid off because Jamie Foxx went on to win an Oscar for the performance. Look at that. Look at the whole hard work. And I think that this even affects you psychologically. I mean, because you've already put yourself into another realm in that situation.
So it's not like you can see and then you're pretending you actually can't see. What can you say about method acting? I mean, that is proper method acting right there. Then the fact that you actually learned the keys, that's another intentionality I see.
They do a lot.
They do a lot of these things. It's a thing when it comes, when you say Hollywood actor, you hear how much they're earning. They're working really, really hard.
You can't be, you're not going to do this and then somebody gives you something crappy. I mean, who does that?
Nobody's going to do that. All right, that's all we can take on Daily Top 5. I hope you picked the one that can help you stay balanced, all right?
Please don't drink the one that will kill you.
Ice cream.
I'm just saying.
I say it's Daily Top 5. We'll not tell you that one, okay? All right, we'll tell you all about the movies and shows we currently watched or recently watched after this break. I miss me some Riri.
Yeah. I do too, but...
I mean, I love Fenty Beauty, I love Scandal, or whatever it is that she has, all her clothing lines, but I want Riri.
But when you ask her this question, she's even beginning to answer people in some type of way, like...
You see your business? All right, guys, welcome back to the show. It is now time for What Are You Watching? Yes, it is back again this week, and this is where we tell you all about some of the movies and shows we recently watched. We'll also love to hear about yours later on. All you have to do is tweet to us at TVC Connect with the hashtag #ESplashOnTVC. Okay. So, let me go first. What am I watching? I'm watching a series, actually. It's called Narcos, currently season 2. The actors in this film are, we have Pedro Pascal, we have Juan Sebastian, we have so many talented actors in this one right there. So what is this series about? Pablo Escobar! Okay. I know you must have heard about the great Pablo, but do you really know his story?
Life. Yeah.
Do you really know about his life? I'm currently in season 2, it has 3 seasons, and honestly, I've been blown away. I've been blown away just to understand that this is a true life story. Seeing him transition from Pablo is one of the greatest drug dealers of all times. I don't even think it's me spoiling it.
Criminal.
It was one of the richest as well. The last time they had his net worth checks, it was worth about $30 billion, just to give you context. And then, so we were actually watching the story of his life, how he started off from smuggling, how he even had a bit dabbled into politics. He wanted to be, I believe, something to be in the House of Assembly, something like that. Okay. And then how he was making about $45 million every day. What was he doing? He was selling cocaine. How did he do it? How was he able to supply America 3/4 of Americans cocaine? How was he able to evade the Colombian government? How was he able? He was bribing like half of the policemen. So, you know, this is a series that really opened my eye to corruption in other countries as well, because most times they're like, Nigeria is not corrupt. You don't realize that corruption is worldwide, and some people are doing it on a very, very high scale. And so this series follows his life. What made it interesting for me is the contrast. Because on one end, he was responsible for over 3,000 deaths. And on the other end, he's a family man that does not mess with his children. So there was a time where his daughter was cold, they were on the run, and he actually had to use $2 million. He had to burn it to make her warm. He burnt $2 million cash to make her warm. And I'm like, that is somebody that, I mean, any normal person would say, oh, this is an attentive or dedicated father. But it's the same person who killed 3,000 people. So just being able to see the contracts where you actually say a person can have a good side, even the worst, the scum of the earth can have a good side and can have a totally horrible side as well. So that's what made this interesting for me. So which scene stuck out for me? It will have to be a scene where he was very angry with the Colombian government and they refused something he was asking for. And he had just given the order for, like, I think 50 soldiers or so to be killed. And while he gave that order, he was dancing with his wife, like proper romantic tango, salsa, really giving her, telling her you're beautiful, you know. So she's there like, oh my gosh, my husband is the best man in the world. But he just ordered that to happen. So that was very, very interesting for me. How will I rate this series out of 10? I'm going to give it a solid 9.5. Okay. The only reason why I had to remove that 0.5 is because after every series, because you know me, I'm a little bit extra. So after every episode, I'll go and Google, or what happened to this person, or what happened to that person. And I started finding out that it wasn't 100% true in the sense that
like
there was
a bit fiction.
Yes, there was a bit of fiction, and they did not talk about it. Like when you say you are telling somebody's true story, then you need to tell us the parts that were not true. Because some of it was, some of the scenes were very powerful. And, you know, they were fiction.
So that's the reason you're keeping that to yourself.
Interesting. You should watch it.
Fair enough. And I think I'm looking forward to watching this, of course, because...
if you like crime, like drama, you're going to love this one.
Okay. All right. So what did I watch? I've been watching Isono. Isono means scene. The scene.
Wow.
You have actors like Bohang Moeko. That's the only name is South African, and the names are saying, I don't know if I start pronouncing them, I might not even get them correctly. So let's talk about the plot of the film. So this particular movie is a television series, of course, and it's South African, as I said. It's about a family. They live in, what's it called, Johannesburg. And that particular family, the leader there is their mother, and their mother has an orphanage home. But as you said, you know how somebody has an orphanage home and she's full of evil. Like she does stuff, different things. She's a criminal. She kills people. She does other things. And she's using that to front. So there is no way you would ever think that.
They're such a sweet woman.
Do you understand? And so she has a child, a daughter, and 2 adopted sons. The first son that is adopted, Gabriel, understands ways and all that. And so he is trying to help or save the community from our hands. But somehow it was born into that lifestyle. So somehow it's affecting him too. And if you even see their, what's it called, their logo, the logo of that, it's snake. So you see that, when you have a snake, so you know that there is something.
That's the Nigerian in you. Is it when you see snake, just more
I mean,
witchery is
this particular movie. So it's such it's such an interesting one. Different scenes with different, you know, ways every time, and then you're wondering, like, it takes you from here to. In fact, there is a particular family that they're meant to be a Nigerian family, like there in that movie. Yeah, although their Yoruba is not so. The man tries sometimes to just put 1 or 2 things like ayo kiloshe, and the ayo kiloshe is sound like ayo kiloshe, like, okay. So it's such an interesting one, killing people in the church, and then like right there in the building inside the church, and you're wondering what's happening, and they're trying to lure some pastors into what they're doing. It has sex, it has drugs, it has perhaps nudity. I mean, some stuff like that in it. I mean,
and that's what made it interesting for you.
I mean, if you like stuff like that. And what made the movie interesting to me, the fact that this particular woman can even go as low as, not that I like it, but then like I'm like, go as low as sleeping with the mate of the son and making it look like
Honeypot is blushing.
And
I'm so stressed. Okay,
I'm stressed too. How would I rate it? Perhaps I'll just say some 7.5 over 10. Not bad. Not bad. I mean. All right,
interesting.
So that's what I want. Okay, let's go on this music break, and when we come back, we will be taking some of your tweets. I mean, your messages.
Indeed.
Yes, of course. Stay here with us.
Yeah, Hit Her. Oh wow, that's Kelly Rowland right there with Hitman.
Okay.
I don't know.
So much like
Beyonce in that one.
And even the video too.
You heard it too?
I was wondering, when did this video come out? Did it come out before Black is King? Because she has some Africanness going on there, and then she sounds so much like. So I'm like, okay, is it because they were from the same group?
I don't know.
Or is it that there is a particular formula?
If you're listening to that, you might have mistook it for Beyonce.
Because if you were not watching. If you were listening and then it's the first time, you don't even know anything about that song, you'd have thought it's Beyonce.
It is Kelly Rowland, though, and welcome back to the show. We are talking about what you are currently watching, and we're just going to go on social media, that's Facebook and Twitter, for you to tell us what you are currently watching. So just heading right into it, Go On Rejoice says, I'm watching When They See Us, and I'll rate it 8 over 10. The movie is about 5 young boys that are accused for rape and how the blacks are being discriminated. That was a... that was a very short summary. It's a very powerful series about 5 young boys who were unjustly served a prison sentence for something they never did. Fantastic one.
All right, so we have Debbie Josh here who's saying, good afternoon, guys. I just finished watching Isokeng. Kind of loves the movie, but hated the fact that she chose the white guy over Joseph Benjamin. Nice acting and kind of funny. We'll rate it 7 over 10.
Why are you hating? Love doesn't look at colors, okay? All right, still on Facebook, we have Naumot Showumi who says, along with the gods, Two Worlds. It's a Korean movie, and I rated 10 over 10. You people are Korean films.
I know.
The love is so
about
strong.
Them the other day.
Yes.
Okay, so we've got Sammy here at Ade1389 something. Okay, he says, I would say Oloture, the movie, it talks about modern day slavery and human trafficking. And the story centers on the journey of a journalist who went undercover just to expose the culprits. I would rate it 9 over 10, though I don't like the way it ended. I didn't like the way it ended, so I'm like, so what happens next? Is it going to be, is there going to be a part 2 or something?
It's a cliffhanger for you guys. So Benedict Ezubu is saying, I'm currently watching Vanguard. It's a Jackie Chan movie. The movie is all about an accountant that is targeted by the world's deadliest mercenary organization. Our rate is 7 over 10. You can tell that he likes action. Yeah. My world's deadliest mercenary.
Okay, so we've got Lisbeth Tokwase here, who says, good afternoon, guys. I'm currently watching White Collar, an American series about a con artist who was caught by an FBI agent, and they both team up in catching other elusive criminals. I'll rate it 8 over 10.
Not bad at all. I have a very interesting comment. This one is from Flawless Blaze, and he says, I watched Black Panther again, and I don't get why Marvel wouldn't replace Black Panther's cast for the sequel. I honestly think another actor can kill that character, but I'll rate it 8 over 10. That is so very interesting for you to say. I love the fact that they are saying that. I mean, we have spoken about this even on the news, where Chadwick Boseman, of course, may he so rest in peace. His character is not going to be replaced. And this person is saying, I don't see why not. Like, is this an emotional thing?
Yes.
Wow. That's like... that's a lot of guts.
I mean, a lot of guts, and then I'm just thinking, like, I want to get into that person's mind. Like, how does this person think? Like, you know,
how does this person think like this?
No, you know, when you have a kind of conversation with some people, like, sometimes you just want to get into their mind. Like, interesting. Okay, so moving on, we've got Rebecca Bemutia, who says, currently watching For Life and Lovecraft Country. I would recommend For Life series anytime, any day. It's a movie of hope and determination. I'll rate it 10 over 10. But 10 over 10, though, like,
people are giving your scores out.
Are you so generous, or it's really, really what 10 over 10?
Okay, so I think I'm just going to take a couple at a time from Facebook, because I have so many. So I have from Omo Shalewa. Odewale says, I watched Taken 1, 2, 3. I love the movie so much. I have Folakemi Ibukun saying, I watched His Excellency and Sugar Rush. And one more person, I have Marcos Zilla saying, I've watched Tough Love. I will rate it 8 over 10. Much love to the girls in the house. Much love to you, too.
Okay. Peace be unto you. John T is here, and John T says, good day, guys. Just finished watching Small Chops, and I'll rate it a 5 over 10. We have Olamilekon, who says, Tyler Perry's sister, Men Club, and Breaking Bad. That is Tyler Perry's sister. All right. Ridwan Odunlami here says, I'm currently watching season 3 of Narcos. It's a very interesting movie. YA Adeshola here says, The Undoing, 8 over 10. I'll rate it. Blake Stark says, Late Night, Mad Families. All right, so, I mean, I guess that's all we can take right now.
All right, guys, we'll be back to tell you about the movies at the movies this week.
The best thing in the world. Just like girls.
You think that key is easy until you try singing it. Brown skin girls. Skin just like pearls. Oh, Beyonce, of course, featuring St. John, featuring Wizkid. How can I forget that? And Blue Ivy with Brown Skin Girl.
That's right. Love. I love the cameo appearances right there too. Lupita Nyong'o, and I think that she has a signature dance.
Yes.
I think she's just so beautiful like that. Yeah.
Black is beautiful. All right, guys, let's help you make your movie watching decision easier this week. These are some of the movies in Nigerian cinemas this week. Yes, in Hollywood, we have Love, Weddings, and Other Disasters. This is a multi-story romantic comedy about the people who work on weddings to create the perfect day for a loving couple, while their own relationships are outlandish, odd, crazy, and far from perfect. Actors include Andrew Bachelor, Chandra West, Dennis Duhan, Diana Keaton, and Veronica Ferris.
Yes, that's right.
Measure. I could see it the moment I came.
I thought I could come in and sweep you off your feet. Yes! But you swept me off mine.
I'll start working out tomorrow.
Yeah, start now. a note. I've fallen in love with the dumbest man in
absolutely love that one. I'm so intrigued by the casting. It looks so funny. And, you know, just, I mean, real brief, right? I was on Clubhouse yesterday till like 2 a.m. actually, talking about wedding horror stories. And event planners were talking about so many crazy things that they experience. So I can imagine when you are planning the perfect wedding and your own relationship.
I know,
like this.
right? I mean, I know. Okay, so also in Hollywood, the Croods, a new age searching for a safer habitat. The Crood family discovers an idyllic world in paradise that meets all of its needs. Unfortunately, they must also learn to live with the better man's family that's a couple of steps above the Croods. Now, as tensions between the new neighbors start to rise, a new threat puts both clans on an epic adventure that forces them to embrace their differences, draw strength from one another, and survive together. Actors include Catherine Keener, Emma Stone, Leslie Mann, Nicolas Cage, Peter Dinklage, and Ryan Reynolds.
My name's Eve. We'll be back before anyone knows.
Love it! I never had a girlfriend before!
Wow. Only person needs a girlfriend if you are looking to apply. Tweet to us at TVC Connect with the hashtag #IsBash on TVC. Wow. But honestly, I absolutely love that one. I'm surprised that you have that high energy for it because it's animation. So you're really into animation now. Yeah, love it. I was just going to say that it's been a long time I heard about Nicolas Cage and Ryan Reynolds. I'm excited to see that they are voice actors in this one. I love the storyline where you meet the future, basically. It's like meeting people from 2000 or something, and you look like so old school. They're like, interesting stuff right there. That's one of the films in the cinema. Now, moving to Nollywood. In Nollywood, we have Loud, Live Out Your Dream. The movie centers on a talented young man who has an issue with daddy over his career path. He blames himself for the death of his mother as he struggles through life to find his identity and redemption. But at the end of it all, his help came his way as a few friends of his rallied around him. Actors include Abayomi Alvin, Bolanle Nino, Chudi K, Ikoria Anonubi, Jide Kosoko, and so many others.
So for this, I keep doing me, not giving a fuck about your prejudice.
Yeah, it looks interesting right there. Seems to be dancing, the actors included as well. All right, that's all we can take on movies at the movies. Which one are you looking forward to watching?
Okay, so the Croods.
Yeah. Honeypot is stealing my shine. I don't like it. I'm looking forward to watching the Croods as well. Yes, looks like a very, very interesting animation. But of course, we have told you the movies that are in the cinema. Guys, it's now time for us to go. Thank you so much for sticking with us for these 2 hours. We hope that you had fun just like we did in the studio. Same time, same place. We'll see you tomorrow. The gang would be here. Signing out, my name is Amanda Dara and Honeypot in the building. We're saying
Peace be unto you.
Peace be unto you. And be safe, okay?
Yes.
Lovely, lovely, baby.